Hello everyone, welcome. Hi, how you doing? My name is Kody Boye, and I am officially launching this YouTube channel today. I had some reservations about how I was going to do this channel, but I decided I kind of wanted to just keep it kind of writer-centric, update, and basically just the life of a writer sort of thing. But this video is going to be about my 2026 goals and about how 2025 was a bit good on some side, bad on some others, that sort of thing. Anyhow, to begin, I wanted to share that the beginning of the year was actually kind of okay. You know, January, February, they were good months for the most part. Most of March was too, until the disastrous flood happened and I was forced to relocate back to my hometown in Idaho. I have a blog post about that on my blog. If you want to read about my experience and whatnot, but I'm not going to go into that in this video. But needless to say, by the time my 33rd birthday rolled around, I rolled back into my hometown and started life back up in Idaho again, which meant that I was pivoting from some goals that I had set before into new goals for this year. But needless to say, I am glad that I have accomplished so much this year. In short, I wrote I think two or three books. I'll put them up here if I remember which ones they are. And I started up my MFA program in university. I am currently studying creative writing to eventually teach at the college level, and that's been going pretty well. I started up in July, I believe, somewhere around there, and I'm currently in my third term, so things are going pretty well on that front. But anyhow, with that out of the way, I kind of wanted to go over my 2025 goals and just show you kind of what I accomplished. I'll put them up here somewhere. My business goals mainly is what I had on there for 2025 was to launch my audiobook YouTube channel, which I've done. Growth on it has been kind of slow. I utilized some advertising, and now I'm just trying to drum up the listening hours so I can eventually apply for monetization. So that was one goal. My second goal was to finish my Scarlet Jane Files series. If you don't know what the Scarlet Jane Files is about, it's about a young woman whose life is inexplicably changed after her mother is found in her childhood home, passed away with a monster over her body. Thus, sending her into a world of the supernatural and that sort of thing. I kind of describe it as Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but the main character is from the South. I managed to finish the 3 stories I said about writing for this year to finish the series. Those were Angel Town, Devil Coming, and Golem Ground. The last one, Golem Ground, is not out as of me posting this video, but I'm working on getting that done. Those were the goals I had set upon myself to accomplish in 2025, and I managed to do those, so that was great. My 2026 goals, which I'll also post up here, there's a few of them here, mainly being they're divided into business goals, school goals, and writing goals. The business goals, I already accomplished the one, which was to grow my YouTube channel, my audiobook YouTube channel, I should say, to 1,000 subscribers. The other 2 goals I am working toward into the new year and beyond is to attain 4,000 listening hours on that channel so I can apply for monetization, which is the second goal in that regard. My school goals, well, my one goal for school, I should say, other than to keep going through it and do as well as I can considering, is to start my novel Whale Song for my Master of Fine Arts program. Whale Song will be my thesis novel, which is my capstone project for the entire degree. And I won't say what Whale Song is about because I don't want to give too much of it away right now, but it's set in the distant future not far distant, but distant future, and takes place in a climate change sort of world where the sea levels have risen and devastated the coastlines of several places. So yeah, those are my school goals, or my school goal, I should say. My writing goals are a little more complex. Right now, I'm working on finishing up a first in a series because I had the opportunity to put my work in front of agents again, and I thought, why not do that? So the writing goals are kind of iffy right now, like I said, and if I end up doing this series over the course of the year, that'll be different from what I had originally planned. But in short, my writing goals are mainly to create a year of standalone novels so I can pitch them to different agents and publishers and that sort of thing. I had tentative due dates for these novels. The first would be to finish my novel Arcadie's Suffering by February 14th of next year. The second would be to complete my novel The Dark Angels by May 16th of next year. And then I want to finish a third novel by August 16th and a fourth by August 16th. Or August 16th and then November 16th, excuse me. My other goals involve maybe restarting my Fortune 1 series, which takes place in my Supernatural South series of, or over the branching universe in that world, and to maybe get a literary agent. So we're gonna see how that works out. Why not try? Those are my publishing goals and my 2026 goals for the new year. If you watch this video and you're interested in seeing more from me, be sure to give me a follow down there. Give it a like if you like this kind of content, so I can kind of gauge where you want to see this channel going. And you can leave me a comment about what you're reading, or if you've set any goals for yourself for your writing this year. Anyhow, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.